Hey everybody, this is James from The James Show after a million-year hiatus. Coming at you live from downtown Cluttered Kitchen, as you can see. So, what do you got going on tonight? Well, we've got a exciting backlog of Loot Crate that we're not going to actually go through individually like normal. We're going to do kind of a quick highlight clip show. Gonna play a little game called Emily is Away. It's a bit old. Just came up with a sequel a couple of months ago, Emily is Away 2. It's weird. Based on like Instant Messenger. So let's check that out. We'll talk about what happened last time in Dungeons and Dragons, which is also the last time, because we finally finished A Night Below. So we'll go into a little bit of a retrospective of that. All this and an exciting bag of chips, virtually, I'm sure, on The James Show. So, what's been happening? Well, you know, there's been vacations and breaks and holidays and snow days. Recently here in Virginia, we actually got a decent amount of snow in Virginia Beach, which is a little weird. We normally don't get much snow. And there was Christmas and all that stuff. As far as bragging about Christmas loot, I got a kitchen utensil, an air fryer, a drone that, you know, you fly by your camera, a little video camera drone, some games. Not too bad. So, let's go ahead and hit it off first with all of some loot crates. Let's see what kind of good highlights we got going on. I don't even know what order they all came in anymore. Here is a Diablo t-shirt. Very nice. A book about the Lords of Daedra from Elder Scrolls. We got some Doom shot glasses. Oh, I've got some Fireball over there. Perfect. The pin out of here is... there you go. Oh. Got a little guy. Space Marine. From Doom. Put it in. I don't know if this came in it or not, but I got some Dungeons & Dragons playing cards. I like Dungeons & Dragons. I like playing cards. There you go. I don't know which one this came in. This is from Gears of War, as it says. And my children currently use it to hit each other. Got ourselves a Big Daddy figure. Yeah. Another t-shirt. Call of Duty. Yeah. This is probably one I will be wearing to bed. We got this. This is interesting. This Wolfenstein whistle. This Wolfenstein whistle I am not going to blow because there are children upstairs asleep, and I'd like to keep them that way because it is ridiculously loud. If you just blow a little bit, it doesn't really sound. You have to blow kind of hard, and when you do, it's very loud. And apparently, I've got one more box to go through real quick. Hit it up. What do we got here? Voltron. Widowmaker figure. Power Rangers helmet. Not helmet. I was wrong. Power Rangers figure. There, better. Alright. And oh, there's something else in here. Yes. Reprint of an old ass comic book. Anything else interesting worth a damn? $10 gift card to VRV. I think that's about covers it as far as the Loot Crate backlog. I'll be getting one real soon, so another one, I mean. So that was our Loot Crate backlog covered. And let's go ahead and check out this weird ass game called Emily is Away. Get my game playing glasses on. It's old school, so my retro sunglasses will work. Hi, Emily is Away. Chapter 1. We're going to replay. Senior year of high school. Thousands of years in the past. My screen name is Pastastic. My first name is Mr. Oh, cool. I get a buddy. I got Harry Potter. Now, 20 days, Blink 182. I hate all of these. I'll be a senior. Yay. Emily has signed on. Howdy. And when you type it, howdy, partner. Yeah, I got the game with the ladies. So what's up? Talking to you. I am talking to you. What are you up to? No, hey. Language. Do you like Coldplay? There, shit. She's gonna be sad. She will remember that. Oh, it's ominous. She probably loves him. Game over. She loves him. Depends on if you're going. I said your favorite band was shit. How do you feel about that, Emily? Travis is still a shithead. Everyone likes to say shit. Can you say shit, boys and girls? I know you can. What's Brad got to say? Come on. I'm so excited for college. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's right. Make this shit illegible. Aim all over this place. I'm going to an engineering school. Oh, Lord. What do you got to say now? Come on. I've always been super smart. Don't be deleting. Don't be deleting. Absolutely. Absolutely. Nothing could ever keep me from talking to you. You're one of my best friends. Not my only friend. She will remember that. Will she? Will she really? It's getting late. I hope Julie gets here soon. Julie who? Emery, are you a lesbian? I'm trying to drive that up and you just a lesbian. Now, there's anything wrong with that, but you know. Definitely. Ping. I chose to attend the party. Emily is away. Time for chapter 2. We'll hit chapter 2. Freshman year of college. Ooh. New choices. Kill Bill or Matrix, Kill Bill or Matrix, Kill Bill or Matrix, Matrix. For now. I could pick old icons if I wanted, but I'm gonna go with that. Excitement. What the hell is that? I don't know. Hey, mister, hey. How's it shaking? My heart is bursting in your perfect ways as Blue Ocean's personal sky snow patrol. Yeah, that's totally the kind of crap they've got put on AIM all the time. Homework also. What music are you listening to? Is it Coldplay again? Yeah. It's fun. I lucked out and got some booty. Some really awesome people on my floor. This is my floor. Look at me. This is my floor now. More language. Ah, my burning eyes. Hanging out with friends. I have to go interview. I'm hanging out with some people at my friend Mike's dorm. Mike gets a little have a few drinks. We are going to drink underage and listen to music. You can read other people's stuff. Brad, is he the guy that was messaging you? Probably that damn party. Yes, I knew it. I'm supposed to be going to my party with my friends, so why am I smart and funny? And he understands her. Is Brad ever mean to you? Yes. Brad's a jerk, I know it. Okay, just know I really care about you. Uh-oh, just know there are people who care about you. Emily will remember that. I'm sorry, I just wanted to be happy. I could stay. I mean. See ya. And that is the game. There are some sound effects normally, but it's just basic, like, instant messenger crud. So, it's very text-based and kind of choose your own adventure-y. It starts to build up and weird things start happening. There's also a sequel. You know, if it seems kind of interesting, like you want to be curious, well, what the heck's going on? Because you get this little message, you're kind of voyeuristic in time kind of thing. Check it out. It's not bad. Oops. Timber. Man, pumps. So, let's talk about Dungeons and Dragons. I'm just going to basically talk broadly about everything that happened. Night Below is what we were playing. It was originally released as a second edition module, big box set, 3 books, all kinds of stuff. I have tried it, I believe, if I was counting correctly, this is the 5th game group I've tried it with. Yeah, a lot. And this is the first one that actually finished it. This is the first one that made it anywhere inside of book 2 even. I mean, we've been to book 2, but not really anywhere in it. So, due to the fact that there were... my brother was previously played like 2 or 3 other attempts of this, I glossed over a lot of book 1 and presented an alternate scenario that got him started and going. We had a bard, a warlock, a rogue, and a fighter make it all the way through. And there is a ranger and a sorcerer who made it most of the way through before, unfortunately, their players got better paying jobs in their magical land they live in now, of somewhere south. So the way I started the campaign was I had the group all be independent mercenaries who got hired to go and defend a town from orcs. I was kind of doing a Seven Samurai-esque type thing, but it didn't really go that way. Anyways, they fight the orcs off. They chase them back to their village and find a tunnel. Tunnel leads to the whole kidnapping information, and then they find a keep that ends up being a keep at the end of book 1. After this, they pretty much follow the box set. Set up base down in the Underdark, met some gnomes, battled some trolls, fought some weird monster in a lake, tried to make some enemies, got a bunch of cash and magic items. And finally made it to the Sunless Sea, with big giant sea at the, underground Underdark area. They began exploring there. They used their vast fortune and a bag of holding, well, really a coffer of holding, so, like a little chest, to build a fort to kind of fall back to. And they dealt with some demons, they dealt with some batsus, dealt with a crazy island that made them insane, fought a kraken in an underwater elven city, got a magic sword or something off that. And eventually they started fighting back against the people who were kidnapping other spellcasters. They found out that this worm larva kind of weird aquatic guys called the aboleths, it's a race, were working with mind flayers, and they were capturing magic users to suck out their life essence and charge up this thing so they were going to be able to control the whole world or some crap, domination. The party started making raids into the city to disrupt everything, and eventually they felt confident enough and they went after all the big bad bosses and they won. Technically they lost if we want to argue about it, because when you kill the last boss in the game, it specifically says they have 2 rounds to get out. Well, stuff was crumbling or whatever, and they wanted to do other stuff. A couple people ran, but a couple people technically overstayed their welcome and should have been blown to bits, because it specifically also says in it that after the 2 rounds, anybody still up there is dead, annihilated, blown to pieces. I kind of gave them some leeway since it was the end of the game. They returned as, yay, we're heroes. They were all pretty much level 20 or 100 experience points away, depending on the person, I'd imagine. Lots of treasure, heroes of the world. And we quit there. We ran a couple of votes. Started off with a big, broad genre vote. They went for space, and then they went for kind of a Wild Westy space. So we're going to do something that's kind of Firefly flavored with a little bit of, say, Star Wars and Guardians of the Galaxy kind of mixed in. So we'll see how that goes, but that's going to be a couple of weeks, months, maybe even a couple of months, maybe February or March. Get everybody's characters made and really kind of get at least a direction of the campaign in my head and kind of an overarching thing. We are going to be using the hero system for that. Do I have a hero book? Oops. We're actually going to be using Hero System 5th edition. And yeah, this is the book. A big chunk of it is actually just powers and rules on how to make the characters. Characters are pretty complicated in the game to make. The game's really easy to play once you get it down. past the character creation, but that's why they have a program. So, overall, the Night Below Underdark adventure has been completed. We took about 3 years almost, a little bit less. A really dedicated party who's actually playing good probably can finish it in, say, 6 months or so, depending. They play once a week for 4 or 5 hours. So, it really plays 4 or 5 hours a week. We'll probably finish it a lot faster. I probably should have kept better notes on converting it to 5th edition, because it probably could have been handy for other people who might want to run it. What are you going to do? So, that was what we got to say about Night Below. So, finally, today, for our exciting adventure or whatever, rather than a song, we're going to tell a story. We going to wear my story hat because it's a Marvel story. We're going to take my beautiful 5-minute Marvel stories, and we're not going to read the book. We're just going to go ahead and pick a story and look at the pictures and see what kind of story we can come up with. It will probably be bad, but it's better than me singing. Let's see. We'll go with the X-Men. That's easy enough, right? So, this story is called The X-Men's First Mission. There's the picture. So, one fine day, Professor Xavier called all the X-Men into his living room. And he told them, "X-Men, we have a problem. It appears my TV no longer functions." And Cyclops said, "Gee golly, Professor, why?" "It appears that someone has taken my TV tubes, and I have a sinking suspicion that I know who it was." "Who was it, Professor?" asked Jean. He said, "I feel it was Magneto." And then he told a story about Magneto. "Long ago, Magneto and I were friends with a crazy guy with a power ring. As you can see, he was quite crazy. He also really liked Hydra or something. I don't know. He wore a lot of Hydra t-shirts. Anyways, Magneto and I talked him down from drinking the Kool-Aid, and that's how we became friends. Later on, Magneto split from me and decided to be a jerk. And that's why he stole my TV tube. Well, my X-Men, you must go and fight Magneto and get back my TV tubes, because I'm not watching that new LCD crap. I need my scan lines." So the X-Men took off. You have your Iceman, and your Angel, and your Cyclops, and your Beast, and I guess no girls allowed. What are you gonna do? I'm sure she's there. Miles away, Magneto was busy helping the military train its troops. "As you can see, your tanks are crap," Magneto told the army, "and your missiles miss an awful lot." The army was like, "Gee, thanks, Magneto. We never would have known." Just then, the X-Men arrived. Jean decided to come along after all. As they came in and assaulted Magneto, Magneto said, "Hey, what is going on?" And the Beast roared and said, "Give us back our TV tube. Golden Girls is on in 20 minutes. Magneto quickly blocked all of their attacks and laughed at them mercilessly. He then began directing missiles at all of the X-Men. Of course, they all have really cool superpowers, except for Beast and Angel, who just flipped around. Meanwhile, Cyclops and Jean and Iceman were able to zap their missiles, because they're the coolest. There were too many missiles, and the team was forced to retreat and let the girl take all the hits, because that's what you do. Meanwhile, Magneto flew away, thinking, "Charles's TV tube is mine. I shall be the one to watch the Golden Girls." The X-Men returned home defeated. Professor Xavier asked them, "Where's my TV tube? Huh?" And they were very sad, and they said, "We're sorry, Professor. Unfortunately, we were unable to beat Magneto and retrieve your precious tube." Xavier smacked them all hard in the mouth and told them that was unacceptable and that they should have to train for 48 straight hours. With missiles. Because they're students. High school! And so the X-Men trained with live fire ammunition. Iceman was the first to go down, with a fractured limb. It was his leg. He was very sad. Xavier told him to grow a pair and get back in the action. Angel was soon to follow because he's just a stupid flappy guy at this point. He doesn't have any of his cool Apocalypse-given powers. He didn't get back up. Nobody was sad because he's a rich little bastard. While the students trained, Professor Xavier was forced to watch Golden Girls on his 3D helmet, thinking about the time that he and Magneto had once actually met B. Arthur. He was sad that Magneto had become such a giant dick and took his Golden Girls TV tube. One day, he thought, my X-Men won't suck, because they'll all be captured and replaced with cool ones, like Wolverine and Storm. And on that day, the TV tube will be mine. The end. So, that was my inaugural welcome back after 2 months. BS little show there. What did we talk about? Let's remind ourselves. We did a fast draw through the loot crates I hadn't covered. Since I get 2 loot crates a month, and it's been about 2 months, that equals 4-ish loot crates. Math. Played a little weird game called Emily is Away. It's text-based weirdness. Talked a little bit about Dungeons & Dragons and how we're not playing it anymore because now we're going to be playing Star Hero. Excuse me, that's Hero Systems space genre. Still the same game. And then we read a story. Story time action. So, till next time, I'm James from downtown Clean Your Kitchen. And check me out, the James Show 00 on pretty much every social media fish-based, non-fish-based electric platform. You know, your YouTubes and your Googles and your Facebooks and all that crap. Twitter. You can email me, james@thejamesshow.com. Check out the jamesshow.com website. Right now we're still doing a lot of Dungeons & Dragons content. Still playing through NES games. I have a couple to post recently. We're still in the Bs. We're working through them. I mean, there's a lot of NES games, so, give me a break. Till next time, James, that's the kitchen. We'll see ya.